around the 39, so solid starting field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. It's a room to maneuver. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead down running it pretty well, too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 26.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is Swift on the counter. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Swift. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 22. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a short gain here down to the 22. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Now Pickett.
His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pickett back to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Off play action, Pickett.
He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Pick it now, 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Dancing to his left.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Khalil Herbert.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A handoff for Herbert. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That's caught by Wilson, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
They find some open field here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll go again with Herbert.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw here. Pickett. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Flush to his right.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find the throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mansions. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like worth for 10K all cause it is 10 gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like. So I stepped on stage, they be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they be like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like,